Hey guys, I'm John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Area video. As you can see, we are on day 20 of the Free to Succeed challenge. This account was created right before the Attack on Titans collab event that we had. And I want to go ahead and give you an update on what it feels like 20 days into Awaken Chaos Era. Does things feel good? Do they feel bad? Is it balanced? I'm going to give you my full perspective on it because I think 20 days is a pretty good time for most people to invest into a game to determine if it's something they want to continue playing or if they want to go ahead and drop it because they just don't agree with some of the choices. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and let's start off with the summon. See if we can't just yeet a Lego for the video. Nope, we can't. We didn't. Let's just uninstall and be done now. I'm kidding. Okay, so let's talk about the event. Let's talk about what does the game feel like. Obviously, you can see now they permanently changed the layout. It does seem like they're going to keep this type of a layout. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. It feels better than it looked. It looked like every other gacha. Reminds me a lot of Game of War Fire Age, which gives me some PTSD because I spent way too much money in that game. Jesus. Overall, not terrible. Let's talk about what's it been like as a new free-to-play player. So notice that I'm on 30 on the Magic Pass, and season ends. You can't see it because my big old head's in the way. Season ends in an hour. I never made it to 50. Now, had I bought it as a free-to-play, I would have Blackhorn. So I think that in itself is impressive, right? When I started right at the beginning of this Magic Pass. So this is literally level 30 auto free-to-play. Not terrible gains. I got all the way to Blackhorn, which is cool. He's a solid champion who would be amazing to pick up if you were a new player and you bought the Magic Pass, okay? This is 100% free to play though, 100% free to play, but once again, Magic Passes, in my opinion, are worth money. They're worth buying. Overall, everything else in the shop, I mean, nothing too drastic to really write home about, I guess. No major changes as far as what it felt like daily-wise. Dailies were pretty balanced as far as what I should be doing, how I should progress, what was I actually getting from progressing. Reward-wise was decent. My champions were pretty broken, not gonna lie. I got really lucky with the champions I got. Obviously, we got Aaron, we got Nathalia, we have an Opal, we have a Marion. These four are my main carries. We did get a Hector, who's another solid champion, very, very good champ. Everyone gets a Hitoshi. It's a great starting champion. I don't like how they didn't do the rookie summons, but even though they didn't do rookie summons, I still got a Hector, which is probably one of the better ones to pair with Marion and Opal. These three right here are just God tier, and then on top of that, Aaron can come in pretty clutch with some of his abilities here too, right? Because basically he can do another joint attack, which is useful. Overall, not bad. I think they need to bring rookie summons back. It needs to come back. 20 days, just as I am, wasn't a good play. Events are different than what they used to be. Events back when I started playing Awaken Chaos Era were very differently structured than this, okay? I also think they need to go back to the way they had it. I think this was a mistake. I think putting this here was a mistake. At the end of the day, it's going to cause a lot of grief for a lot of people. And that's kind of how it feels like for me. It doesn't feel, a lot of these events don't feel obtainable right now as a free to play. And I think that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a red flag if you're playing Awaken Chaos Era. Dungeon-wise, dungeons have felt pretty good. Bounty, obviously Dispatch, I forgot what this was like. But Dispatch, I don't know if they tweaked this, but this feels easier than it was for me before. Maybe it's because I know more about how this works and what to be doing for Dispatch. That could also be a thing, right? Knowing is half the battle. One of those situations where it's okay, well, I know overall if I do X, I get Y, right? I know this from experience, so we'll go from there. I really want to save up. I need to get this to the time because it's the best investment right here. But overall, so far so good when it comes to these. Oh, can I do all of them now? I can. Dope. Let's go. But yeah, Bounty Hunt. This got hard. This got hard fast. Free to play. I'm stage 4. I'm gonna try to push this. I'm gonna play this account for 30 days. I'm determined I'm gonna do, I think 30 days, then I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid and we'll see what we get. So we'll be back in 10 days talking about it. But I'm gonna try to do more of the bounty hunt. I just don't know how successful I'm gonna be because I got pretty hard stuck on the adventure mode here. We made it to Mythic 4-3 with my current setup, not bad. And honestly, I think this one was just I needed to run it again for RNG to win. But we've made decent progress. Like, I don't recall the first time I played Awaken Chaos Era. I don't know that I made Mythic 4-3 within 20 days on my free-to-play, on my first free-to-play series. I don't think I made it this far. Obviously on my main account I did because I whaled, but I don't think as far as free-to-play I made it quite this far, but I think it's because I got lucky with the champions that I got, right? Which does make a big difference on general progression. Let me talk about it. Trying to think what else do we have going on with this. There's a couple other aspects that are bothering me a little bit. Like, gear is becoming a fast problem, and progressing in certain dungeons, obviously that's always a problem. There's always that barrier to entry on what dungeons you can actually do and achieve as a free to succeed, right? Especially like 20 days in. Obviously I'm not pulling any 5 and 6 star gear yet. That's not happening. That's not in the cards. I think most of these guys have 3 to 4 star gear equipped. Most of it's level 6. I think Opal's is level 12 and so is Nathalia's. But I had to do that for a quest for Aaron, which was to keep him because I wanted to keep him as a legendary. He's a very impactful champion. So I didn't want to lose a guaranteed Lego, right? So I kind of had to burn some resources that normally I would not burn to sustain. And that was kind of I don't know. It kind of irritated me, not gonna lie. But at the same point, like, I got it, right? Like, it made sense. Like, they don't want you to hold on to stuff. They don't want you to stockpile. They don't want you to hoard, right? They want you to spend resources and then go buy more. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, at the end of the day, they need to make a buck on top of you want to enjoy it, right? Like, seems like one of those situations where there's a barrier to entry, and unfortunately, that's just what it is. Looks like we're gonna beat this one just fine. So maybe we can go further than Mythic 4-3, or maybe we just failed earlier because it was RNG. Maybe we had an RNG run. I don't know. It looks possible. Yeah, like this all looks pretty possible to win. Ooh, no, we lost Opal, so maybe that's why we lost. Maybe we lose because yeah, we definitely want Opal. Athalia ain't gonna take any damage. Nope, there it is. So that's why we failed. Okay. No big deal. I don't think we're gonna beat it with Aaron here. I just don't think he's got the goal or the stones to stand up to taste. Yep, he's not gonna make it. Okay, I figured. But either way, 4-3. That's not terrible. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. Mastery system has been interesting. So I want to do a couple of dedicated guide videos on masteries, and I want to do another guide video on dailies every day. But guys, masteries make a massive difference in the simple fact that, like, I have Nathalia and I got her mastery 1. It rolled ability here, which really sucks. I would have liked it to roll on here. That'd be really nice. Or even physique would be cool. But overall, not terrible. We got her in a curse set already that we got from the Queen of Tides. And we're gonna keep farming the Queen of Tides to get further. Dungeon-wise, let's go show you where you at. I'm on level 7 here. Level 9 is really the target goal. That's what we're trying to shoot for. That gives us the chance to get the 6-star gear. So we're 2 levels away from it. And honestly, 7 was pretty close last time I tried it. We're probably right there. So we're probably more like level 8 currently on this account. The other ones, I didn't do a whole lot. I haven't pushed these ones as much because I don't need their gear. Like, this isn't, Ash is probably the next best one. Queen of Tides is the first and foremost must have right off the rip for progression. Use that gear to leapfrog you into Ash. Use Ash's gear to leapfrog you into Witch of the Winds. And then from there, you can leapfrog into Gemini if you get an Angello or another champion that makes a difference, right? That's pretty much the hierarchy. So I focused primarily on Queen of Tides. That worked perfectly. It's still the same, no change there free to succeed wise, which is good. You don't want to see a wide variation going from even a 6 months turnover, right? Like, because let's be honest, the game's been out for a year now, so you don't want to see some sort of like night and day flip where Queen of Tides is no longer the first one you want to go for. Overall though, not terrible. Challenge system, I do like the way they set this up. This seems to be a lot better. Obviously, I got a lot to work on. We got so much to work on here. We got so much to look at. We got arena battles we got to do. We got hero development we still have to do. Like, we got a lot of work to put in this. On top of this, like, I think Doom Tower is now unlocked. Void Tower is unlocked. Yeah, we're at level 12 only. And really, I should be trying to push that up higher too, because to get those rewards. And then the endless trial I got to be doing, right? And I totally forget that, because every day it takes X amount of time. And that's definitely something that has become very irrelevant. So we're a day and 1 hour away. So really tonight, I should be focusing on go ahead and progressing this, seeing what we can beat, what we can't beat, how high up we can go. Might as well get that free resources before it resets. Don't forget to do that yourself on your own account. Obviously, we're back to the hierarchy of, okay, here's how you do your dungeons. You can see here I did a lot of Bane Wrath, a lot of Flood, because I thought I was going to be heavily investing in Hitoshi, but I have 1, 2, 3 water champions, so I need to be doing all of the water stuff all the time to max out these guys' abilities. Unfortunately, I don't have them maxed out. I think that's part of my problem as well, like why I feel a little bit of a growing pain is because of this. Let's go ahead and we can do this one, right? Might as well do one more right here. Boom. But I definitely feel the growing pain with just overall abilities getting done. So now we finally maxed out in Afiliate, which is cool. But we still have a lot to do for Opal here, obviously, and Aaron needs a boatload as well. But overall, not too bad. It's definitely a different take on the free to succeed compared to the free to play series that I did on my main channel. If you guys don't know that one, there should be a card up in the top right. I'll put my main channel, Trigger Happy John at YouTube. Go to my Awaken Chaos Era on that playlist on that channel, and you'll see all my old Awaken Chaos Era videos. That kind of give you a representation of new free to succeed after 6 months of not playing versus old free to succeed at launch, right? So that way you guys have a comparison. If you want to watch some videos, watch some progression go through, that's where you're gonna find it. If I had to grade what has Awaken Chaos Era done since I've been gone and give it an accurate, honest grade, I would probably give it, I'd give it about a 7. I would give it a 7. It's not terrible. A lot of the changes are something that we did ask for, so I can't fault them on it. They've gotten a little bit of money hungry. I don't think this game's as free-to-play friendly as it used to be. It used to be super free-to-play friendly. Activity-wise, it's coming back. I think having that Attack on Titan event gave a lot of new blood to the game, which I think is going to help the developers come up with new designs, new thoughts, new everything. Because I did see a massive influx in new players, which is awesome. Love to see that, because the game is good enough to keep people interested, I think. But it's not as in depth as like Raid Shadow Legends or Infinite Magic Raid. It is a high level game as far as mentality goes. And honestly, it's more of a gear intensive game than it is anything. Like, gear is really the barrier to entry. Unlike Infinite Magic Raid, where food is the barrier to entry, gear is the barrier to entry as far as beating content goes in Awaken Chaos Era. Now, there are some parts where, yeah, you have to have the right champion. That kind of goes with every game. That's enough said, right? But yeah, I'd give it a 7 overall. We're gonna push this account for 30 days, see where we end up exactly. And yeah, hopefully I'll give you another update before then. Probably 25 days, we'll probably come back on, talk about it. And then I'm gonna keep doing some update videos just periodically as we go here to kind of keep you guys back in the loop, update some information on some videos that I did, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.